All right, so I realized that in talking to this thing it makes me like really nervous and kind of lose my train of thought. So I've been writing everything down all day. I like to pull weeds. It's when I do my best thinking. And listening to some Jack Johnson. He's got some pretty feel good music. Love it, love it. He sings about a lot of good things about kind of paying attention to exactly what I'm kind of here to teach you how to pay attention to and what to pay attention to and how it's in everything. All right, so I'll stop rambling because I'm nervous. This is weird. This is weird. Any hooser. All right, so I made like a whole list of all kinds of things, and I realized in doing this, it kind of just all connects. I'm gonna like think out loud because that's what I used to teach when I taught groups in treatment centers, and I would tell them to think out loud, and you won't get ahead of yourself. So yeah, listening to some pretty feel good Jack Johnson music today and pulling some weeds, and a lot of things come to me, and I realized that being woke, there isn't like one single definition to it, and it's not just like a place that you get to and then you're there and you know everything. It's just the exact opposite of that. It's the wherewithal that once we're there, we're not there. We're somewhere else. We're on our way, always on our way. And there's different stages of waking up. It all feels different. I mean, consider when you wake up in the morning, from the moment that you open your eyes until 10 a.m. because it's still technically morning. There's a lot of different phases that you went through to be awake. This is pretty much kind of like that. So kind of groggy at first. It gets a lot more clear if you pay attention to it, if you tune into it. And also because there's thoughts coming in my brain right now and they're not leaving me alone. I'm just going to kind of try to keep these a little bit short and sweet because I realize that you don't want to just listen to me ramble. I don't really kid. I do love to listen to myself. But yeah, I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet for you guys so that, I can kind of keep your attention. And because there's so many things that connect, I keep writing them down as if I'm going to make this whole giant speech on each one, which maybe, but I really can discuss it and whatever. That doesn't matter. But yeah, man. All right, we're going to get through this together. All right, being woke. So my first little point, I'll just go with that. Being mindful with your energy expenditure. Put your energy into things that will bring back the vibration that is most helpful to your growth. Being mindful of your energy expenditure. What are you tuning into? What are you giving more energy to? Are you getting easily angered at little things? And I mean little things like, stubbing your toe or dropping something out of the fridge or dropping something anywhere or something. Anything that little irritates you. Somebody cutting you off in the car, something in front of you. How much energy do you give to that? That's so out of your control what happened, but what's not out of our control is how we feel about it, how we respond to it, how we don't choose to react and instead respond. If we choose to believe that everything is happening for us rather than to us, it's a lot easier to see the silver lining in everything. It's not... We're conditioned to see the competition in things, the negative side of things, the problem. There's always a problem in everything, but there's always a solution in everything, but we're conditioned to see the problem. And to me, being woke, again, it's just a multifaceted idea, so it's never ending, it's ever evolving, and it's different for everyone. But the idea of that is to me, what came to me is open to receiving intergalactic downloads or galactic downloads. I like that. It's all intertwined, so I guess intergalactic, galactic, whatever. Open to receive galactic downloads. If we believe that the universe is conspiring to create an opportunity for us to be our best selves in this lifetime, because if we follow that and achieve that and reach that, we level up in the next lifetime. And again, that's my belief. I would encourage you to maybe check it out in case, make feel good. If you don't already believe that way, and if you do, harness it. Let's figure this out. There's so many things that happen all day long. I like to call them synchronicities, and they're just, honestly, I've been trying to pay attention so much right now, and it's unbelievable how many there actually are. I was having a really serious moment with my niece yesterday, and I guess I can talk about this because part of this is, to me, I guess, being woke. I'm sorry if I bore you guys with this. But she was stacking these sunglasses on top of my head, and she was careful not to put them on my eyes. She wanted me to, this is my understanding of thinking, this my galactic download was teaching me. So she was stacking these sunglasses on my head, and they got all the way up here, whatever, and then she had this, I have this little thing of, here, let me show you. These. They're like mirror disco ball pieces. And she loves to take them out, and she said she took them out. She started taking them out one by one. I told her not to dump it. A couple times she wanted to dump it, and she didn't. That's besides the point. I'm rambling now. But she dumped them eventually because I told her she could, and I told her to start identifying them, and she said it was a square, and I said, what else? And she said, it's dark, and I said, what else? And she just got lost in something else, and I asked her to pick it back up, and I said, what's on the dark side of the lights of, what's on the, I gave it away already, I'm too excited to give you the answer. What is on the other side of the dark side? And she flipped it over, and she said light. And as soon as she said light, all of the sunglasses came crashing down. To me, that was representing the evil, energies that's trying to take over and has been taking over our minds, our society, our culture, our interests. We're addicted to chaos. We find it tough to accept compliments. It's much easier to hide than it is to expose yourself. All of these kind of ideas are connected. And I started crying instantly when that happened. I felt it pretty serious, and I was vibing pretty hard. And then she wanted to, grab another thing. So I had her clean all those up. And the first thing that she went for was this bin of butterfly patches and earths and hearts and everything wonderful, representing new life. To me, those little things like that, just things that happen every day if we pay attention, a synchronicity. That is a galactic download if you allow it to be, if you are open to everything being a lesson teaching you how to become your best self by tuning in, stepping into your power. You're there when people are afraid of you, of your increased intellect, insight, responding rather than reacting. Think about situations that you wish you would have responded rather than reacted. How many times do we ask for forgiveness or say sorry? It becomes a cycle that we are kind of addicted to, and even in relationships, you can know it. Just, you always say this, this always happens. If you find yourself saying that, ask yourself what you're doing to keep the cycle going. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. No, I'm not sorry. I said I was going to think out loud. But I might end it here because I don't want to bore you with a lot of thoughts, but I'll breathe and gather them. My heart's racing. Thanks for coming to my Gen Talk.